to stop caring what your friends, parents, family, everyone, society thinks about you following your dream. How to stop caring about the opinions of others while you are chasing your dream. That's what I'm going to talk about today. But first, you already know what time it is. It is validation seeking time. So please, if you are on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit the little notification bell so you can get all of my videos ASAP like Rocky. All other platforms, please interact with the tools that are provided by said platform. Okay. Today we're going to talk about you going on this mission thing in your life and not caring about the opinions of people around you, particularly the people closest to you, while you're on that path. In one of my favorite books, it's called The Way of the Superior Man, it's a book for men, but one of the chapters in the book is applicable to everyone. And one of the chapters says, actually the first chapter, I think it says, live as if your father was dead. Now, this is specifically talking about the relationship between men and the approval of their fathers, but I think that extends out to anyone in the approval of their parents, period, right? So one of the biggest things that actually trips people up and makes them stay within their box, stay within their frame, it's your parents. Think about the impact on people's lives that parents have, both for good and for bad. If you go into any therapist office across America, you're likely 85% of the time going to hear stories about parents. Parents have a very big influence on you. And no matter how old you get, you're always going to be their kid. And for better or worse, they project certain things onto you, including aspirations. So like take, for example, my parents wanted me to have a tracked career, go to college, be, an engineer, a lawyer, something like that. I didn't do that, stumbled on kind of marketing and doing this own little side project, which to them, no matter how much I succeed, I can make $10 million. It's still going to be Io's little rinky-dink side project that's not a real job. Like, that's just the way it is. And I've long come to the point where I don't care. I don't care what they think about what I'm doing. I love them. I honor their opinions, and I do see where they're coming from. I understand the rationale of a parent. You want your kid to be safe. You want your kid to be protected. You want them to follow the path that you know how to follow. They don't know how to follow this path I'm on. So to them, it looks scary because it's uncharted water. They don't know how to guide me through uncharted water, which is why they would prefer for me to stay in the charted territory. But I let go of that opinion totally. And how? I just realized, not in a bad way, I just don't want the life that my parents have. And it has nothing to do with inherently anything being wrong with what they're doing. I just don't want said outcomes that they've gotten. I want something different. I want to create a life tailored to myself. And that means, by definition, that it's going to be different than the vast majority of people around me. So that includes family, that includes friends, that includes society, that includes peers. But what I've come to is a place above having a chip on your shoulder. See, first, you'll operate with that chip on your shoulder. Like, nobody believes in you and you want to prove them wrong. And that can give you enough fuel to start. But if you think about it, why would anybody believe in you? If the vast majority of people do not follow this magical life path, why would they think that you would be the one to do it? What evidence have you shown that you are going to do it other than just talking about it? How far along are you? Why would someone listen to you when you say that you're going to be an entrepreneur, a writer, an artist, a singer, a musician, a celebrity, an owner of a business, take over the world, unique life path person? Why would they believe you? You have zero evidence to show for that. And in the beginning, I had zero evidence to show for that. And, I didn't really even particularly talk about it to them that much, even in the beginning, or anybody else. I kind of just stayed quiet, worked on my dream, worked on it until things got to a point where I was able to break free. But breaking free and being able to, from my own perception, live that mission doesn't mean I necessarily break free from the perspective of other people, from my parents, from society, from friends, everything like that. To them, I'm still Ayo. To them, I'm still the kid who always started and stopped things and tried to get by on his wit and cleverness and never tried hard. That's what my parents know. They have almost 3 decades of that. So I don't even expect them to accept the new version of me who follows through with things and has sustained a level of effort for 5 years. They're not used to that, right? So the other day, my mom texted me and she was like, "Are you bored with writing yet?" Because I had offhandedly mentioned that I had quit my job to write, and she was kind of like a little disappointed, actually. Oh, Io, like concerned. So she texted me and she's like, "Are you bored with writing yet?" Because I tend to get bored with things. I sent her an income report of what I had made the last month and said no. And it wasn't even so much to brag about it. It was just to be like, back up, mom. Like, I got it. Everything is fine over here. Like, you don't have to worry, even though you're going to keep worrying anyways. And so now I'm coming from the place of just trying to satisfy myself and help people who want the message. So me not caring what people think doesn't just apply to my family and friends. It applies to you. I want to help you, but I don't care what you think about me at the same time. I'm not going to bend and contort myself to be what you want me to be because I think it'll get me more clicks. I don't care about that at all. I'm going to be me. I'm going to give my version of self-improvement, and hopefully it helps you. But if it's not something that works for you, then it's okay. We can part ways. And as you continue to work, that's why I always just refer back to just getting started. My first video on the channel was just get started. And every other video goes back to that initial origin point of putting your head down and just doing the work. You'll be so busy, you won't even have time to care about people's opinions. From the time I wake up, from the time I go to bed, I'm more or less 95% of the time working on something related to my purpose. Like, I don't even have, my head is just so filled with ideas and spinning incessantly, and I'm just like constantly thinking of what the next step is. I don't have time to think about other people's opinions. So it's funny, like we all want validation, and then when we just let go of it, let go of the need for it and just work, then all of a sudden we feel content with ourselves. We don't need that validation. So do the work, understand that people are living in a different perception, different paradigm than you are. Honor that, respect that, and don't try to change it at all. Just do you. Okay. You 2.0 is the book. Reinvent yourself to become a person who does not give a you-know-what about what people think. Like, comment, subscribe, share, love, peace, unity. I will see you in the next video.